Hello, hello. My name is Maya Brewer, and I am a member of the Dolby Fitness program team. The holiday season disrupts our routines, and it can be challenging to achieve our goals when the landscape of our daily routine is in constant flux. And where you might usually rely on a coach or a trainer to keep you on target, you may find yourself without access to them as they take time off for the holidays themselves. The good news is that it is entirely possible to be your own coach and to get yourself through the season without straying too far off track from your goals. One key to coaching yourself successfully is creating a SMART goal that really means something to you. I went over SMART goal setting in greater detail in a previous email, so if you need a refresher, take a look at that email and maybe check out the helpful PDF that takes you through it step by step. But in this instance, the key takeaway here is that your goal, SMART or otherwise, needs to spark something in you. It needs to be something that you want to achieve. We are human beings, and we are a lot better at doing stuff that we want to do than we are at doing things that we really do not want to do. So when you have created your goal, it's time to take a step back and plan for success. Think about what obstacles you might encounter. How will you get through them? For example, if my personal goal is to avoid added sugars and somebody puts a tray of freshly baked sugar cookies on the counter in front of me, what am I going to do? Well, I might plan to just walk away. Easier said than done. Maybe I'll set myself up with a stash of sweet treats that don't have added sugars or have fewer added sugars that I can go to when I'm faced with this temptation. I know, personally, I am a person with a major sweet tooth, so it is much easier for me to walk away from fresh cookies when I know that I'm still gonna get a sweet treat anyway. Just one that's better for me. And in some respects, that in itself is more motivating. This is just a simple example of anticipating an obstacle and planning ahead for how you might handle it. This is just talking about my own personal goal and what might work for me. You may be listening to me talk about saying no to sugar cookies and you're saying absolutely not. And that's just fine. Not everybody's plan of attack is going to be the same. You need to find a plan for success that works for you and works for your goal and your lifestyle and what you have ahead of you in your holiday season. So last but not least, you need to be able to practice positive self-talk. This is a part of planning for success. I'm gonna build off our previous example. If I successfully say no, thank you, to a plate of sugar cookies, and I eat some fruit salad instead, or whatever it is that I stashed away from myself, well, that deserves a celebration. It is so important to celebrate your successes. When we celebrate our own successes, it lights up the reward center of our brain, and it trains our brains to associate rewards and good feelings with successfully navigating these roadblocks, making it infinitely easier to make these positive decisions and overcome these obstacles in the future. But if I don't say no to the cookies and I have one or two, what am I going to say to myself then? Well, I'm going to metaphorically look myself in the eye and acknowledge that I did not follow the plan that I had set up for myself. I'll ask myself why that is. Maybe there's something about that plan that just doesn't quite work in practice. But most importantly, I'm not going to beat myself up for it. Acknowledge that it happened, revisit your plan for overcoming obstacles, and forgive yourself. To err is human. It is okay to fail. What's important is that you try again and that you do it with intention. Similarly to how celebrating your successes trains the reward center of your brain and makes it even more fun to accomplish your goals, being negative and beating yourself up for your failures makes it really hard to want to try again. And that's why it's so important to just accept our failures, accept our mistakes or our setbacks or whatever they are. They happen to us all, and what's most important is that you're willing to try it again. So take a look at the handout attached to this email. You can use it as a blueprint for how to coach yourself, how to plan ahead, and how to set yourself up for success. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic holiday season, and I look forward to seeing you all next time.